Something about sentient AI or something. Let's ignore it. I'm so I already like this one way better. I'm sorry, what? Oh, what do you mean? The production value jumped up to 100 with this one. Oh god. Oh god. Why? Well, I have high hopes already. This one actually has music, and it's actually Garfield Kart music. 1 second. Oh my god. Well, I kind of just want to watch that all day. I don't know about you guys. Like, personally, I think that's all I needed. I think I could just watch that for the next however long I'm going to stream. But, you know, I really hope people were actually paying attention. Oh god, that was beautiful. 1 second, I need to, before I forget. Oh yeah, there it is. Garfield Anime LP. I need to take that out of the game files. That's good. Alright, there we go. Don't worry about that. So this is a menu and a half, by the way. Garfield Kart Fate Intertwined. Let's just go. Sometimes we like to believe that our lives are meaningless, that we will continue to do the same uninteresting slop we do on a daily basis with little time for rest in between. That video? No, we got that. We got that entire thing. Like, it's just like a file that I can use now. It's the monotony of this life that makes life go by so fast. Since we're always stuck in this routine, we are accustomed to our surroundings that we never take the time to properly appreciate the people who care about us the most. So when years of this boring routine of slaving away working pays off, you think to yourself, maybe things will be better. After this, I'll be able to have everything I have ever wanted. But soon you will realize, after a while, it's not the utopia you envisioned it to be. All I need to do is get the next promotion. Then it'll finally get easier. And so continues the cycle of chasing every higher position you can get your hands on. But the cycle of a boring life you've never wanted comes back. And only then, when you're at the top, do you realize all this, and that you've abandoned all the ones you loved in order to get here. 1 second. In order to get here, but now you're just a dreamer. Are you destined to go down the path so many others have gone through before you? Or does fate have something else in store for you? What the fuck? It's the start of another normal morning. You were John Arbuckle, a cartoonist. You have a cat, Garfield, and a dog, Odie. You find it strange how one can talk and the other can't, but you digress. Both of them are still asleep, so you decide to wake them up. Excuse me, who's in the bottom right? Who is that? Is that a sim? Did somebody recreate John's bedroom in The Sims and take a screenshot of it? Garfield, are you still asleep? It's already noon.
No, Mussolini, don't take away my lasagna. I'll be good.
Garfield, you fat cat. You are so big and fat. Why are you so... Jeez. Oh, I think I know what'll wake him up. Garfield, the only food in the fridge is anchovies pizza. What? Anchovies? Is the world ending? The 3D show screen captures, I believe? I don't know what that is. Tell me. Oh wait, the captures of the actual 3D show. But then why is there a sim in the bottom right? That was not funny, John. Why am I floating in the air, John? Garfield, did you forget what today was? Yeah, it's Monday. And I hate Mondays. It's actually Monday. No, you fucking idiot. For your information, it's today for signing up for the annual go-kart racing tournament. And we have a title to protect. John, I'm not sure if it's even legal for a cat to drive. Even look, I have 3 fingers. How am I supposed to grip the wheel properly? Who's the fucking idiot now? No excuses. Besides, if you get in an accident, make sure there are no witnesses. I'm not paying your legal fees. Fine. But if I run over any innocent pedestrians, my crimes are on your head, John. You both go to the kitchen to eat breakfast. Since Garfield was being a lazy cunt, John had to wait for him. What is happening? I'm starving. Feed me! Enable his unhealthy addiction, deny him the lasagna. I'm blocking whoever's in the bottom right here. The face is creeping me out. Oh, that's a great menu icon. I love that. Let's enable his unhealthy addiction, sure. You choose to enable Garfield's bad habits. You hope that his life doesn't shorten with every pizza or plate of spaghetti that he eats, but that's all you can do is hope. But the fact that he's still alive... This is very loud. The fact that he's still alive while managing to keep up this diet confirms he'll be around for a while. So Garfield eats his lasagna already. Oh yeah, and Odie's there too. But why the hell do I care? He can't even speak. See, how am I supposed to write a Nobel Prize-winning visual novel when one of the characters can only bark? Might I add that it's an incorrect hypothesis that the individual known as Odie, who also happens to be me, who exists as an animal known as a dog, is not able to move their vocal cords in a way which allows one to speak intelligible words that a human male, aka John Arbuckle, is able to comprehend. I stand corrected. I still hate him. Okay. They really replicate on The Sims, but very one-to-one. Yeah, it looks like it's done in The Sims. Don't know what's happening. Well, I guess we're all done with our breakfast, so let's get going to the sign-up area, so we can enter the Garfield Kart Grand Prix. They named it after Garfield, since John, Garfield, and Odie have been winning it for the past several years already. And it's definitely not because of Garfield's sexiness over all the other drivers. Witness my new special move. Sheer heart attack. He proceeded to shoot lasagna out of his palm into his foe's mouth. His opponent was forced to eat all of it, but not any ordinary lasagna. It was Sicilian volcano lasagna. Garfield's final foe has been stopped right before the finish line. Garfield, in the last-second attempt, renamed his cart into the opponent's cart, and now both of the vehicles are in flame right before the final stretch. What an unfortunate turn of events. He wasn't even a quarter through the meal when his arteries clogged, and with that, the last enemies suffered a heart attack and died. You've seen it, people. Garfield finished off the competition, but since his cart is in flames, he won't be able to continue. But here comes John Arbuckle right behind him. John wins! The untold and cruel truth about the Garfield Kart Grand Prix was that it was secretly a free-for-all battle royale, where every team has to murder each other until only one is left, or until one of them finishes the race. Even if they finish, all the other losing teams die right away. Alternatively, if someone gave up less than halfway through, they would be safe to leave. And the strangest thing going on is that the identity of the mastermind that organizes this event is unknown. Not even the police or the FBI can identify this seemingly untouchable being. People just call them The shadow. Because he operates from the shadows. Very clever. So no one can find him. Oh! Wait. I'm sorry. What was that? No one can find him. It's almost as if this thing has more control over things, and here in Munich, Indiana. In Munich, Indiana? Is that actually a place? Than people initially thought. But the fact no one has ever seen him, and that he can evade the FBI and outsmart them to an almost otherworldly levels, is enough for Munich residents to not question about it. It's an unspoken rule. Never forget that. John, why do we have to sign up every year, and why can't we just quit before the halfway point? You know the rules, and so do I. I've had this feeling for so long. Sorry. It's the reigning champs. It's a rule. We have to keep doing it until we lose. No quitting is allowed either. That was a nice touch. John, why are my eyes more than half the size of my head? Why are my feet so big? Shut the fuck up. Okay? You show up at the town square to sign up and look at the competition for this year. Was that a flashback? Here we are. Let's sign up and see who we're up against. John Garfield and the other one no one cares about walk up to the sign stand. Alright, so I guess all we have to do is fill in the sign-up sheet. No shit, Einstein. You all successfully signed up. It's time to see the competition. Maybe the Shadow will compete this time. After the sign-up session, we can spend our time getting clues as to who this Shadow guy is. Any more physical activity or stress from this stupid karting is going to cause me to lose my plump, voluptuous form. You walk across the place and see some familiar faces. Who do you see? Benito Mussolini. I'm sorry. Why? Arlene, Liz, Normal, and Benito Mussolini. These are all terrible. Leave. I can just leave? Yeah, I'll do that. Let's leave. I hate all these people more than I hate Mondays. Shut up. I agree, let's leave. These people will stop at nothing to see us lose. Shut up. You know, sometimes I can understand why you don't have any friends. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, stop bickering, you two. I don't take advice from people who have a cat and a dog as their closest friends. What about Liz? She's a pretty good friend. Keyword, friend. That is Chad's fault, though. As an incel that corrupted her mind and made her think that way. Incels rise up. I'm sorry, what? I do always say John Arbuckle is an incel, but... no. I cry every time. Anyways, we need to get rest and practice for the big race coming up in 2 weeks. Sleeping is my second favorite activity besides eating, that is. Plop. I knew that I remembered an episode with giant chickens, because apparently there was an episode where alien rats invaded the Earth and turned everybody into giant What? Okay. An Earth magnitude 2.8... 2 weeks... okay. There was an earthquake. 2 weeks later. Wake up, fat ass. It's day one. Dave the Garfield Kart Grand Prix. Good news, John. Ever since the sign-up day, Mussolini no longer haunts my dreams. My lasagna is safe. Alright, everyone. We practiced really hard, so let's just eat breakfast and get to the race by 10 a.m. Hang on. Okay, I gotta know. No. Save. Save right here. I need to go. I need to... where is it? Here. This game is not far apart from how insane it is. Does Garfield meet Benito Mussolini? Is that you? Why, yes. It is I, Benito Mussolini in Munich, Indiana. I have come from your nightmares to take your lasagna. Your overabundance of pasta eating makes the great Italian empire have to rely on foreign foods for pasta ingredients. Makes Italy look weak. So I'm here to stop you, for Italy's sake.
I stand against you. I believe pasta is both a human and feline right. A world without pizza or lasagna is not a world I'd like to live in.
It's only the first step on my plan to defeat you. Once Phase 1 is completed, Phase 2 will be to starve you into losing your sexy, voluptuous curves, and then you will be both miserable and ugly.
No. John, let's never let this happen.
Oh no. Not the burning image of your morbidly obese body walking down the street. What will we do without it? I'm pretty sure there are more valid reasons to dislike a fascist dictator, but here we are. Sure, let's stop him. Burf. Oh, okay. Hello, Liz. Hello, John.
He wants to smash.
Huh? I mean, it's not like that. Did you
hear me? That means he wants to.
Silence! I demand silence! With him out of the way, I just wanted to wish you good luck, Liz. I like you, John, but as a friend. However, I want to win even more. This is all Chad's fault. They've corrupted her mind. Incels rise up for all my hardships. Revenge will be mine soon enough. Okay.
Hey, Garfield, guess what I just won?
I don't like you, Normal.
It was a contest for being the cutest cat in town, and now I'm going to win this competition and get rid of all the ugly people in the city, starting with Garfield.
Okay, you die first.
Who's Arlene? Is that the other cat lady?
Oh, here comes Arlene. Arlene, did you notice how much I've been lifting lately?
He hasn't been lifting, he's been stuffing his face as usual.
I knew it. Garfield, you're a fraud.
No, Arlene, don't run away. See, I've been lifting, I can prove it.
Oh, this'll be good.
I want to see this with my own eyes.
See? I proved both of you wrong. Sweats profusely.
How long are you gonna hold that pose for?
Don't you have somewhere to be right now?
No.
Revenge will be mine! Runs away.
Okay. God, it's so hard to see the menu. Let's, That was sure something. Anyway.
Wow, this is the earliest I've ever woken up of in my entire life.
No one cares. Let's eat and go. Everyone eats. Some more than the others. Like, way more than the others. Afterwards, they go to the track. That's me. I eat way more than the others. Oh, sorry. I'm blocking Odie. One moment.
Yeah, Odie. I'm ready to pop some skulls.
We've won many times before, but I feel kind of bad that we couldn't find any clues on the Shadow in the past 2 weeks.
All right, racers, the competition. Well, will all the competitors make their way to the starting positions immediately?
Garfield, Odie, and John all go to their respective starting positions, with John and Odie in the back front 2 positions. Wait, what? In the front 2 positions, and Garfield somewhere in the back. You couldn't even tell how many people were here this time competing. These had to be record numbers. Anyway, you tense up as the announcer starts counting down. There's also a bigger crowd watching in the stands, too. To the other side, you could see a big Jumbotron. Jumbotron. What? Filming the racers from a helicopter.
All right, everybody, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
You put the pedal to the metal, hoping not to fall behind and lose your lead. The last thing you need is to be caught in the massive body of racers in the middle, since that's usually where most racers die in the beginning, since everyone's gunning for each other out there. You and Odie are doing good, but Garfield is catching up and has to maneuver his way through the crowded middle section of competitors. He's making out good, but when he's almost through to the front, he sees Normal.
Normal. I said that you die first, Normal. Behold my special move. Why is Megalovania? Primal dominance.
He's T-posing. Boom. Several other opponents within its radius also exploded upon seeing it. Garfield had finally established dominance over Nermal via T-pose.
Truth is, I didn't even waste 0.1% of my true power.
Okay. With one of the main threats to your success out at the start, things are going well. As you exit the starting area and proceed to the jungle section of the course. Why is this so... I didn't expect this to be like a full-length thing. What is happening? Kluk. Is this just like a screen cap from some, like, nature show? This section of the course is pretty short. You still have to be on your toes to make sure you're not caught off guard. The worst part is over, but as you pass a couple racers, you see Arlene and Liz fighting. I don't like you. I don't like you either. You're just the girl version of Garfield. How dare you say such things? Don't compare me to that bowling ball. That's it. This is the last straw. They both crash into each other and die off screen because I'm too lazy to add a unique death for them. Boom, there they dead. Jungle section is coming to a close as you enter the beach section of the course. Could you at least put them off screen? Now Garfield is in a solid 4th place, with only one more enemy to get rid of. He's also past the halfway point, so there's no turning back.
I think I know who it is.
Well, yes. Did you think you got rid of me because you don't have nightmares anymore? That's only because I'm gonna make a real-life living nightmare for you, Garfield.
Don't think you can get away with this.
Oh, but I will.
I believe you're gravely underestimating me and my abilities. El Deuce.
Oh, no. I've heard about this move.
Sheer heart attack.
No, I've been beaten by my own country's national cuisine.
Fitting end.
Oh. And now he finally caught up with John and Odie, when all of a sudden he hears a strange sound. Live action Garfield?
I've been waiting a long time for this. What? Are you... me? Not necessarily. I'm you, but from another universe. And what are you doing here? Why did you transport us here? I envy you, Garfield. You were surrounded by friends and family, and have a successful comic strip. But all I wanted was a little success, and had to end up with Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Shits, and this ugly CGI body of mine. I only realized the change was irreversible after everything was over. And that is why I organized this event, Garfield Kart. To get rid of you forever.
It should be forever.
And take your place, and become king! Mwahaha, kek. You're more evil than Mussolini. You make me mad, CGI Garfield. So let's not talk, let's fight to the death. Agreed. I should have done this in the first place. I will make the first move. Hey-ah!
Garfield quickly dodges it.
Is that all you've got? My turn.
Garfield proceeds to punch live-action Garfield repeatedly, injuring him in the process.
You're a fool, Garfield. You've only released my true form with these wounds. And what would that be?
CGI Garfield mutates into something very disturbing and ugly.
Once I bite you, you'll become just like me.
CGI Garfield lunges forward, attempting to bite Garfield, but ends up jumping out of the way. However, he ends up biting Odie instead?
Oh no, Odie, how could this happen? No. I didn't love you, I just wanted to be the one to do it myself.
I don't.
You monster, you've denied me the glory of eliminating the support character that added nothing to the plot whatsoever from the story. I am quite despicable, yes.
Okay, Garfield, I think it's time for our combined finishing move.
What? Why haven't I heard of this move?
That's because it's so powerful we never use it. God damn it. My name is John Arbuckle. I'm 29 years old. My house is in the Muncie section of Indiana, where all the villas are. And I am not married. I work as a cartoonist, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't drink, but I occasionally smoke. I'm in bed by 11 p.m., and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep, no matter what. After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problems sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there were no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a very quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing. That would cause me to lose sleep at night. That is how I deal with society, and I know that is what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose to anyone. Killer Garfield has already touched Odie's lifeless body.
Oh,
Live-action Garfield had disintegrating into nothingness from the explosion. Oh yeah, and so did Odie, but no one cares about him though, except Garfield, who was still sad he didn't get to do it himself. But he has his priorities, like sleeping and being an overall fat. Okay. John, however, pledged never to use that ability again, since it was way too powerful to use safely. Normal, Arlene, and Liz died, but the comic strip continued because they're all pretty much useless in every way. Instead, the even more unheard of characters have been elevated to secondary character status. Whether or not this is an even worse situation is up to interpretation. The Garfield Kart tournament was a thing of the past. It could be forgotten for good. That's it. Congratulations, you've wasted 1 hour of your life playing a Garfield Kart visual novel. Good for you. Now go home. That didn't take an hour. The end. No, seriously, fuck off. Okay. Did that take an hour? I don't think so. Well, that certainly, that was a thing. That was a thing that I just played. That was beautiful and horrifying. Honestly. 1 second. I need to do something.
My name is John Arbuckle. I'm 29 years old. My house is in the Muncie section of Indiana, where all the villas are, and I am not married. I work as a cartoonist, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't drink, but I occasionally smoke. I'm in bed by 11 p.m. and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep, no matter
Be right
what.
back.
After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problem sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told there was no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a very quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing, that would cause me to lose sleep at night. That is how I deal with society, and I know what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose to anyone.
Hello? Okay, I'm back.